Thank God it's a beautiful Friday morning, 30 minutes past 6. This is 32 FM 94.9, your sunny side of radio, or the sunny side of radio, and your Fenya station. My name is OLUTAYO, OGUNADE, and I welcome you to another time on your morning tonic, the Break It On newspaper review. GBEMI is here.
Good morning. And good morning to everybody listening. My name is GBEMISOLA SOYEMI. Thank you very much for joining us this Friday morning. Today is the 21st day in the month of May 2021. You can join us live on YouTube at 32FM 949 Ibadan. 32FM 949 Ibadan. I have with me the Punch newspaper, Vanguard, Inside Oyo, Daily Post, and Independent newspaper.
And of course, today is World Day for Cultural Diversity, for Dialogue and Development, the 21st of May. So it's a day for cultural diversity. So I'm sure you can see people around turning up in their cultural attire or native attire, as
like
the case
you
may
did.
be. Well, you know, proudly Yoruba boy.
Halfway though.
Okay, we understand. Let's go straight to the headlines now.
All right, I'll take headlines from Daily Post now. Malami's statement on open grazing has questioned Nigeria's unity. Abaribe. Bandits kill son of Emir in Kotangura, many others in Niger State. Open grazing, we are not shocked. Malami backed armed Fulani herdsmen. That's coming from Uriwa. More headlines from Daily Post. Investigates what led to death of Ogumosho toddler. Ex-Oyo Governor Alawakala tells Makinde. Niger government commiserates with Emir of Kotangura over son's death. Okay. El Rufai versus NLC. FG forms committee on Kaduna workers' sack to be reversed. Channel all resources to secure Nigeria's peace. General Abdulsalami Abubakar. Also this morning, Ogun gas explosions. Governor Abiodun takes actions. Warns against sharp practices. Also on that, police commence investigation. ICPC tells foreign countries Africa should be creditors, return loot to Nigeria. Killing of innocent citizens outside borders. Forceful seizure of rice unacceptable. Allow tackles customs CG Ali. Open grazing, we are not shocked. Malami backed and Fulani herdsmen. Okay, I took that earlier. Shoot at sight order. Don't push us, we do worse than Boko Haram. Biafra group warns Buhari. Amir Tiala Okey's ban on open grazing. Buhari laments death of Musa Tankobawa. Governor Makinde refutes report of his convoy killing toddler in Ogbomosho. Emefiele is saying CBN interventions in agriculture for all Nigerians. Ibubeagu backed by law in Ebonyi, not after opposition members, as that's credited to Emeka. Buhari returns to Nigeria. Gas explosion, Olusegun Obasanjo Presidential Library reacts. Senator Basiru fires Malami for calling Southerners spare parts traders. Crypto has no value, can be manipulated. China's statement crashes bitcoins. Restructuring, Buhari government opening door to secession. Fani Kayode replies Malami. And finally, reps ask NRC to suspend planned electricity tariff hike.
And from Daily Trust, Nigeria's death rate extremely high. National Assembly. Governors Emefiele disagree over loan repayment. Israel announces ceasefire to end 11-day killing of Palestinians. Malami under fire for comparing open grazing to spare parts. How 300 Libya-trained ISWAP fighters conquered Shekau. Emir of Kotangura's son gunned down by bandits. Miyetti Allah backs southern governors on grazing ban. Let's see some more. NBC invites Brekete family host over assault saga. How Shekau ISWAP commander were killed after botched power deal. Grazing ban irreversible. Akeredolu hits back at Malami. From the business side of Daily Trust, reps to probe discos transferring old customers' electricity debts to new users. Mixed reactions trail Governor Yade's defection to APC. Title contenders talk tough at 2021 NTTF Championship will redefine governance in Ogun. Governor Abiodun 2023, it's dangerous not to have elections in Southeast. Umahi, PDP senators ask EFCC to keep off party's NWC. And Gbejabiamila welcomes Ayade's defection as PDP urges members to stay united.
Punch newspaper, open grazing and spare parts comparison, Malami under fire as Akeredolu South stakeholders lampoon AGF. Soldiers avenging airman's death arrest Lagos residents, destroy vehicles. Nigerians to submit phone IDs in 3 months, says NCC. EFCC nabs club owner, 14 others over alleged internet fraud. 5 killed as hoodlums clash over election banner in Lagos. Suspected child trafficker nabbed with 5-day-old baby in Cross Rivers. Fourth wife stabs husband to death for impregnating new lover. EFCC threatens MDA chiefs with arrest, recovers looted 1 billion naira. Okay, more headlines from air. Police dismiss bombing rumor. 1 dies in Obasanjo's library explosion. NLC meets on governor's 380 naira per litre petrol proposal today. Experts warn federal government. Governor's threat as CBN insists budget support repayment starts May. Government revenue from drink makers rose to 23 billion naira. That's coming from the NBS. Ayade becomes APC leader in Cross River. Says state must join center. Defection, we wish you well. PDP beats Ayade farewell. PDP stood by me. I was loyal to party, says Ayade. Also from here, Duro Jaya is saying attack on INEC and police threat to 2023 elections. I think those are all the headlines from Punch newspaper.
Nigerians to pay 234 billion naira taxes monthly with petrol at, let me get that, petrol at 385 naira per litre. That's from the Guardian newspaper. Over 20 countries lift travel restriction and vaccine passport holders. Let's see some more from the Guardian. You goofed. Akeredolu others charged Malami in open grazing comments. National Assembly laments nation's high mortality indices. El Rufai, NLC rift may lead to national tragedy, Sultan warns. Afenifere condemns Buhari's shoot-on-sight order in Southeast. Abiodun offers specialist hospital order projects to private investors. Emulates NLNG relocate to Niger Delta. Pandev tells IOCs. Federal government hints on borrowing to complete East-West Road by April 2022. Still from The Guardian, controversy dogs or your local government poll as APC threatened boycott. Why I dumped PDP for APC by Ayade. Okay, let's see. We still have more from The Guardian. From the sports side, Raw queries timing of Nigeria Mexico-friendly in Los Angeles. Team Nigeria's U.S. tour is not a waste, says Ogba. From the business side, Nigerian Bureau's eyes 800 megawatts yearly power generation, 70% renewable energy utility. World Remit reaffirms commitment to CBN's Naira for dollar scheme. Aviation Act to check illegal operators breaches in industry. Economic participation of small businesses. It's a column there. You can find that to read. National dialogue in 2 words. That's also something you can find to read from The Guardian. Police nab inspector 3 orders over death of Delsu graduates. Let's see another paper.
Vanguard newspaper, uncertainty over Shekau's whereabouts as ISWAP runs rampage in Sambisa forest. Ogonis doff their caps to Wike. Federal government to launch maritime security project next month. Icon University underway. That's coming from the president. States come under fresh pressure to repay loans. United Nations chief welcomes ceasefire declaration by Israel and Hamas. Okay, that's from the foreign side. Child trafficking. NIS apprehends suspect with 5-day-old baby in Calabar. Ayade's defection to APC has crippled PDP in Cross River State. COVID-19, a blessing in disguise to I'll take another headline. Why ISWAP stormed Shekau's Boko Haram camp. That's coming from a source. NICOM develops tech to check fake insurance certificates. 2023 Southwest women set agenda for gender inclusiveness. Also this morning, cessation unacceptable in Nigeria. Lai Mohammed. Let me see if I'll see 1 or 2 more headlines before we move to another paper. Ban on open grazing. Afeni Ferry blasts Malami. Says is unfit as AGF.
And from Premium Times, court affirms right of states police to enforce anti-open grazing law. Why Abidemi Rufai should not be granted bail. U.S. government. Boko Haram leader Shekau dead as ISWAP fighters capture Sambisa Forest. That's according to a report. Executive Order 10, governors asked for dissolution of Malami-led implementation committee. Ban on open grazing by southern governors unconstitutional. Malami. Cross River Governor Ben Ayade dams PDP. Joins APC. El Rufai talks tough. Blasts federal government. Gives condition for negotiation with NLC. Still from there, foreign countries should refund stolen funds with interest. ICPC. PDP reacts to Ayade's defection as APC mocks opposition party. NEC receives updates on federation accounts. Court finds EFCC 1 million naira for violating ex-college provost's right. Buhari returns to Abuja after African Finance Summit in France, and Buhari approves Lagos-Abuja airports as special economic zones.
Inside Oyo, quickly, is saying killing Hakim Alao commiserates with Makinde as saying calls for investigation. We are behind Makinde on local government election. Oyo ADC leaders. Makinde's convoy not responsible for Ogbomoso child's death. Aid. And on local government pool, Oyo government declares a Friday as a public holiday, which is today. Makinde approves the establishment of special healthcare center for the elderly. And COVID-19 fund. Oyo appeals to residents to update rapid response register to benefit. Let's go on a break now. When we return, we get to the analysis of some of the major stories. Stay with us.
Mobile 4G LTE ti balẹ̀ gùdẹ̀. àfihàn eré ìdárayá bí wọ́n ṣe ń gbà wọ́n ní yàjó àyàtọ̀. ìpè lórí fídíò àwọn ọmọ rẹ̀ kése. iṣẹ́ yóò máa lọ ní rọrùn kò sí yọnu. bẹ́ẹ̀ ni o Ìbàdàn ẹ jẹ gbádùn ìmọ̀ ẹ̀rọ ayélujára pẹ̀lú ojúlówó 4G LTE lórí àtẹ data 9 mobile gba gígábáìtì méjì pẹ̀lú wíwà lórí social media lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́ fún $500 gígábáìtì méje pẹ̀lú wíwà lórí social media lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́ $1,500 náírà àti gígábáìtì 3 àtààbọ̀ dátà lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́ lálẹ́ ní àwọn àṣàyàn olóṣooṣù fún dátà $1,000 náírà àti jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. tẹ *200*3*1# láti bẹ̀rẹ̀. ìlànà àtàdéhùn wàṣà ò 9 mobile.
Titan Farms Multi-Business Limited is calling all event vendors in Ibadan to submit a tender. This invite includes a tender from decorators, DJs, caterer, both continental and African dishes, drink vendors, souvenir vendors, MCs, cake vendors, cocktail vendors, ushering agencies, bouncers, floor coordinators, photographers, videographers, etc. The tender is expected to be submitted from Monday, April the 26th to 3rd of May 2021. All interested vendors should show interest of participation by visiting the anniversary committee in our office. Time 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. daily at Titan Farms House, opposite Motor Dealer Car Mart, Akala Express, New Garage, Ibadan. Visit our website on www.titanfarms.org or at Titan Farms NG on Instagram.
Do you know you can bake a cake for as little as 1,000 naira? You don't believe? With new Devon King's margarine. Enjoy yummy, buttery taste and softer, fluffier texture on all your cakes and pastries with new Devon King's margarine.
Devon King's margarine.
ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ́gbẹ̀ta náírà mẹ́jọ jẹ́ ẹgbẹ̀rún mẹ́rin náírà ẹgbẹ̀rún márùn-ún náírà lọ́nà mẹ́jọ jẹ́ yẹ́rọ. jọ ibo ló ti rówó. owó kẹ̀ èní orí owó ìpè tí Airtel máa ń fún mi tí n bá ti ra síìmù tuntun mà ní o. wo wọ́n tó ń fún mi ní ìlọ́po mẹ́jọ dátà fún wíwà lórí àtẹ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ wọn àti ìfà ìlọ́po mẹ́jọ owó ìpè nígbàkigbà tí n bá ti ra owó ìpè. ṣé bó o mọ̀ pé o ti lè ra síìmù tuntun báyìí ní èyíkéyìí ilé ìtajà aṣojú tí Airtel fọwọ́ sí. ìwọ ṣá ti lọ pẹ̀lú nọ́mbà ìdánimọ̀ ilẹ̀ Nàìjíríà NIN rẹ kò jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ.
Airtel, the smartphone network. This is what you hear on Sunday.
You were beautiful.
This is what happens before Sunday.
Where are the teams? One more slip up and you are out. Do you understand?
It's rehearsal time, everybody.
Where's my dress? So
Watch Countdown to Showtime, an exclusive behind-the-scenes look at the intense rehearsals, painful setbacks, and all the drama as the contestants battle for the ultimate prize on Nigerian Idol. Countdown to Showtime, only on Showmax.com.
Please, sir, how do I get to Retire Well Crescent?
It's easy.
Just go straight on longitude 155. Take a 360-degree turn, then traverse on the trajectory. And bam, you enter the streets. You can't miss it.
At Stambic IBTC Pension Managers, we believe that preparing for the future should be easy. Email switch to pensionsolution@stambicibtc.com and let our experienced managers help you get started. Stambic IBTC Pension Managers, a member of Standard Bank Group.
As I search online for different medicine to take make belle no enter. Now so I can't jump this self-inject where person go take hand inject himself. The first thing will come my mind now, wow. So woman fit give them self-injection now. That one me say, I know go they go clinic on they stand for long line. They wait for one auntie where go they use corner eye they look me. I come talk say, make I try am because now only one injection I need make I know for carry belle till 3 months pass. Even self, anybody way doctor, them don't train, go fit do am for anywhere where them like. I be the fear the time where I first give myself the injection. Because me self they fear me do, but I come see say this injection it dey easy to do and it no dey pay like normal injection. Right now, the level of confidence where I get it don't high. This self-inject medicine to stop belle don't give me power. Now, now me dey in charge of my body, my time and my future.
You go like check out the different way them wey you go take avoid belle wey you no want and get more information about self-inject. We have visit discoveryourpower.org today or make you search for #discoveryourpower on top internet. Now Health Promotion Division, Federal Ministry of Health support this information.
Láti gòkè àgùnlà láyé èèyàn nílò ìtọ́sọ́nà ẹni tó mọ̀nà débi àṣeyọrí. FMH International HR àwọn ni gbajúgbajà akọ́ṣẹ́mọṣẹ́ iléeṣẹ́ alárinà tó mọ ojúlẹ̀jà bá ti ń tọ́ni sọ́nà finimọ̀nà nípa bí gbogbo òǹwáṣẹ́ ṣe lè pàdé àwọn òǹgbanisíṣẹ́ pàápàá jùlọ láwọn orílẹ̀-èdè tó wà lókè òkun.
FMH International HR alábàáṣepọ̀ gidi ni wọ́n jẹ́ pẹ̀lú àjọ oníwádìí ìjìnlẹ̀ àgbáyé tá a mọ̀ sí United Nations Volunteer Research Group láti jùmọ̀ tọpinpin wàhálà táwọn ọmọlẹ́yìn ń kojú nídìí ìgbìyànjú ajé lọ sílẹ̀ òkèèrè. Ìyẹn ọ̀rọ̀ tó jẹ mọ́ international migration àti international labour activities.
Ǹjẹ́ o tiẹ̀ mọ̀ pé o nílò ìmọ̀ tó jinlẹ̀ dáadáa nípa ìlànà à ń tẹ̀lé láwọn pápákọ̀ òfurufú tó fẹ́ gbà sọdá sílẹ̀ òkèèrè. Lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ bá a ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí United Nations Volunteer Research Group pẹ̀lú àjọṣepọ̀ FMH International HR ń ṣe research lórí ẹ̀dùn ọkàn àti ìpèníjà tẹ́ ẹ bá ní. Questionnaires táwọn òṣìṣẹ́ FMH bá fún yín lágbègbè yín lẹ́yìn ṣàlàyé ìrírí yín sí.
Fún àlàyé lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́ kàn sí wọn ní 3rd and 9th floor Cocoa House Dùgbẹ̀ Ìbàdàn.
Telephone 0817 4444 627
àti 08168737222.
Hello. This is a public service announcement to our dear customers. As mandated by the NCC, MTN will be linking your national identification number, NIN, to the SIM registration information you have already provided. To make the process easy for you, here are simple 2 ways to get it done. 1. Log on to my MTN app. Or 2. Dial *785*NIN#. If you don't have a NIN, visit www.nimc.gov.ng to find an enrollment center near you. If you have registered but can't remember your NIN, dial *346# with the phone number you registered at enrollment. Please remember, apart from your primary line, you must also link your NIN to all your MTN lines such as data, SIM, and other MTN line you use on the MTN network. To avoid disconnection, all lines must be linked before 19th January 2021.
All right, welcome back to the Break of Dawn newspaper review on 32 FM 94.9. This is where we fill the world with laughter. And of course, we are getting to the analysis of the headlines we took earlier today. Once again, my name is GBEMISOLA. SOYEMI.
Good morning to you, dear listener. I am OLUTAYO. OGUNADE. Austin Idomo is right here in the studio. Good morning to you, Austin.
Good morning, Tayo.
All right, great to have you.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, we are live on YouTube, 32FM 949 Ibadan. Biodun Ogundiran, I see your comment.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Okay, we should get to the paper as we should. Punch newspaper, open grazing and spare parts comparison, Malami under fire as Akeredolu South stakeholders lampoon AGF. The Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice Abubakar Malami on Thursday came under fire for dismissing Southern Governor's ban on open grazing of cattle. The Southern Governors Forum, the Ohaneze Indigbo, the Senate spokesman Ajibola Bashiru, and others who criticized the AGF said his comment fell short of what Nigerians expected from the chief law officer of the country. Austin.
Yes, the AGF's comments or his arguments is too pedestrian for us to, for the caliber of his office. He sounded like Attorney General of Northern Nigeria or the Attorney General of Cattle Breeders Association of Nigeria. You see, if you are a chief law officer of the country, you are supposed to have national outlook. You are not supposed to make comments that can further trigger the tension, escalating tension in the country. Someone in that office should not be biased. You look at multi-ethnic religious issues that are currently bedeviling the country. So you look for ideas, comments that can create balance, comments that can make people to sheath their sword. That is also bringing to fore why there must be urgent separation between the office of the Attorney General of the Federation and that of the Minister of Justice. The Minister of Justice could be a politician, but the Attorney General of the Federation should be somebody that look at the law the way it is. Because how can you compare spare parts trading to cattle breeding? We have known the root causes of this crisis that we find ourselves. We are looking for solution. Akeredolu has adequately replied. If you are not satisfied, go to the courts. The AGF made the comment on Wednesday. Of course, as at yesterday, there was a court pronouncement by Justice Ijoma Ojukwu of the Federal High Court Abuja that states and the police should enforce open grazing law. The case was instituted by Benue State government. They wanted to asked the court to compel Mr. President to enforce that law. And the court ruled that no, Mr. President cannot enforce the law. Security agent and the state government should enforce the law because the laws were passed by the state houses of assembly. So for me, trading or spare parts does not constitute threats to anybody's life. Spare parts are not traded on people's premises.
Oh, the guys who trade in spare parts don't graze.
They don't graze. They don't destroy people's property in the process. They either build a warehouse or rent a place in an open market.
They have their own space.
Yes, they have their own space.
Looking at such
rented
a statement
space.
From Malami, one will wonder, is it truly learned or is just an acclaimed learned fellow?
Perhaps an acclaimed learned fellow. That is why somebody like Akeredolu can match him. He's also a senior advocate of Nigeria. But I don't think Malami is a senior advocate of Nigeria.
So what is he?
Maybe a senior advocate for the headers. That is what it's looking like. Because it's an aberration. The Constitution empowers states to make law for the betterment and security of lives and property of their citizens.
We've always complained about leadership problems in Nigeria. Now, this is supposed to be one of the leaders, so to say, and a comment like that coming from him, is there any hope?
Of course, it looks like a mirage. That is why you see the way President Muhammadu Buhari administration is faring on up front. If you have people like this as a chief law officer of the country who will advise Mr. President, under him various court orders were flagrantly disobeyed, this is what you see. It is not everybody that are in political offices that can be regarded as leaders. Some people are opportunistic who find themselves in such office. And I begin to wonder, they say Malami want to become governor of Kebbi State come 2023.
Isn't it unfortunate that in 2021 we're still talking about, ethnic issues in this country? Obviously, we know those who really deal in spare parts in this country, the ethnic part of the country that does that majorly.
Yes. So, see,
How can we achieve what we preach here on a daily basis?
Unity.
See, Tayo, except we deceive ourselves, comment like this does not promote unity. That is why some people are bent that we need to go a separate way, despite the fact that that is not the solution to the crisis in the country, because we have biases and sentiment. If not state actors come about to say stops like this, you can imagine what Professor Yusuf, the former NHIS executive secretary, look at his position on all of this. Look at the position of some northerner, prominent northerner, on the issue of ban on open grazing. See, we are gradually becoming like a failed state, a state where anything goes, a state where some people can just wake up and say this is how we want, because Professor Yusuf of the former ES of the NHIS did say that the certain governor ought to have consulted with Miyetti Allah.
I see as the question, other than the fact that he was dismissed the other time, how did the old scandal at the NHIS?
He was never tried. He was given a soft landing. He looks more now like a spokesperson for the Cattle Breeder Association of Nigeria.
But I have this headline here from the Nation newspaper: we support governors on ban and open grazing. Miyetti Allah.
Yes, if what we should be talking about right now, of course, some governors have been making investment like Akwa Ibom, I think Anambra too, investments in ranching and what have you. We need a decent society. We don't need a society where there will constantly be a clash between cow and humans, where some people feel that, oh, cow life is more important, sacrosanct, than human life. Now, what I expect these individuals to come up with is that if we want to enforce this law, how do we ensure that these individuals too who trade in this business are also accommodated in such a way that their means of livelihood is not also disrupted? Look at the federal government, for example. Look at the presidency, for example. It looks as if cow is their heartbeat. Whatever that you say that affect this form of trading, they come out to issue a statement. That is why some people have looked at them as defender of herdsmen.
In the last 6 years, it has always been about cow.
It has always been about
Ruga to
anything,
water resources issues, to all of these discussions. It's around cow, cow-oriented administration
or nation. That is what we are talking about. And officials of government, such as the Attorney General of the Federation, should not be coming about to make this statement. If the statement that Miyetti Allah supports the ban, then let them go back to the drawing board. What do we do? How do we ensure, whether we like it or not, we also need them in the society? It is not all of them. It is bad element among them that has caused this crisis for us.
Is this how we
and up to today, the government has not been able to fish out the bad S among them. Rather, what we have is the presidency coming out to issue statement on anything that borders on cow in the country.
So is this how we'll continue in the next 2 years, or what can be done?
Of course, from the look of things, the Muhammadu Buhari administration will not change if we have officials that can make such a categorical statement, comparing spare part dealership or business with others that will intrude into people's property, graze on their farm, and in the process kill and maim them, and we are trying to justify what is not justiciable.
All right, let's move away from that story and check out another one here. National Assembly laments nation's high mortality indices. The National Assembly has lamented the nation's mortality indices becoming alarmingly high despite huge resources set aside for the health sector over the years by government at all levels. The lawmakers said priority should be given to health security in the country on the template of universal health coverage, noting that the task cannot be achieved through the exclusive National Health Insurance Scheme NHIS being currently run by the federal government.
Is the NHIS even successful? Let's start from there.
Of course, if you look at the Nigerian story of the NHIS, I think it's a disservice to the country. As at last year, Ghana has gotten enrollment of over 48% on NHIS. As at the same period last year, Nigeria barely has 6%. And we started before them because this was the whole initiative of former President Olusegun Obasanjo, that Nigeria be given a kind of insurance scheme that will cover them in the case of health emergencies and challenges. For me, I think the National Assembly should do more by ensuring that we resuscitate our various primary health centers across the country. Assessments: how affordable are these various facilities to people? You don't want people to die, yet some of these facilities are not working. At a time, we have over 300 primary health centers across the country. Even in Ibadan, here at a time, you can see some of these health centers functioning optimally. At a time, we have categories of crisis, health crisis, injuries, wound, various degrees, and hospitals are classified in terms of attendance and emergency response. But today, what you have is that primary sources of injury even get to tertiary facilities, tertiary health centers, and thereby overstretching some of these facilities there. So we must devolve fund adequately into the health sector, because this is one area that takes much money from the people. Of course, you need to look at your head. So the National Assembly, if they can, as a way of oversight, look at this issue, ensure that the government pays critical attention. It's not just charging the federal government now. They must also do everything in terms of appropriation for the health sector in the country, because the amount we are using to service subsidy per month now is more than the amount budgeted for the entire health sector in the country for 2021 budget.
From this break, we'll talk about what you just mentioned now, subsidy. We'll talk about petrol price, which is likely to go up to 385 naira per litre.
iléeṣẹ́ Novesola wọ́n ní kí n sọ fún ọ pé tòjò tẹ̀rùn gbogbo àkókò ńlẹ̀ dá ádámà nílò náà yàtọ̀ sí náà dògán tá a fi ń sun bọ̀ọ̀lì lábàá oko àgàgà iná sólà tó ń gbàgbára láti inú òrùn tó bá gbọ́ Novel sólà ní ó tẹ̀lé iléeṣẹ́ Novesola wọ́n ti wà ní sẹpẹ́ fún pèsè àwọn èròjà sólà lẹ́lẹ́kàǹkà inverter solar panels and batteries solar kit láti tanná láti charge battery gbọ́ rédíò kọrin jẹ̀gbádùn àti láti tanná ẹlẹ́yin bíi 2 sí 3 solar fan tó ń gbé fan láti tanná sùn dẹ́kun ẹ̀fọn amáranini ṣokùnfà àìsàn ibà solar floodlight fàyíká ilégbèé àtòpópónà fúnṣẹ́ ìmọ́lẹ̀ solar freezer láti ṣe nǹkan jíjẹ mímu lọ́jọ́sí fún mi síta fún oníbàárà solar CCTV camera ẹlẹ́yinjú àsáfàbò nílé iṣẹ́ àtọ́fíìsì solar water heater tí somi tútù ní gbígbóná solar water pump tó lè fami gòkè ní kànga energy saving appliances DC bulb DCTV DC fan tó ń gbàgbára náà sára bẹ́ẹ̀ làkànṣe solar product wà fún dókítà lecturers farmers tailor àtàwọn ṣọ́ọ̀bù káríkárí Novesola kan náà ń lo kájú ẹ̀ kàn sí wọn bó rajà lólùléeṣẹ́ wọn tó wà ní Akíndélé plaza ìdójúkọ Adamasingba stadium Mọ́kọ́lá Ìbàdàn tàbí lẹ́ka iléeṣẹ́ wọn tó bá súnmọ́
081-8776-6005.
Novesola ló mójútó solar.
When you come into the Glow Cafe, you're in for a world of treats. Not only can you monitor all your voice and data usage with ease, buy, share, borrow, and gift data and airtime in the smoothest ways, pay for any services of your choice using your airtime or your bank card, and manage or change your tariff plan to any plan you prefer seamlessly. You can also add friends, get sweet rewards, and so much more. Oh, and don't forget, if you ever need to recharge outside the Glow Cafe app, just dial *805# to purchase airtime or data through your bank. So, step into your Glow Cafe today.
Or download the Glow Cafe app today. Glow Cafe, where it all goes down.
Please, sir, how do I get to Retire Well Crescent?
It's easy. Just go straight on longitude 155. Take a 360-degree turn, then traverse on the trajectory. And bam, you will enter the streets. You can't miss it.
At Stambic IBTC Pension Managers, we believe that preparing for the future should be easy. Email switch to pensionsolution@stambicibtc.com and let our experienced managers help you get started. Stambic IBTC Pension Managers, a member of Standard Bank Group.
I saw self-injectable contraceptive while searching for contraceptive options online. My first reaction was, wow, women can actually inject themselves? Imagine that. No more queues or judgmental aunties waiting at the clinic. I decided to try it because it prevents pregnancy for 3 months with just one injection. Also, anyone Anyone can do it from anywhere they feel comfortable after being trained by a healthcare provider. I was a tad bit scared the first time I self-injected, since needles has always made me uncomfortable. But I found it very easy and less painful than a normal injection. Now, I have gained a lot more confidence in myself. Self-inject contraceptive has put power in my hands. I feel more in control of my body, my time, and my future.
Would you like to explore your contraceptive options and find out more about self-injections? Visit discoveryourpower.org today or search #DiscoverYourPower. This message is supported by Health Promotion Division, Federal Ministry of Health.
Uncle Dentist, wetin be cavities and how Colgate take dey protect my teeth from cavities? Shey they use comfort?
No dear, na hole for teeth dey cause most tooth pain wey be cavity. But if you use Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection take brush every day, the confirmed formula go help keep natural calcium inside our teeth wey go protect them from tooth decay.
Time don't reach to upgrade to the world's most chosen toothpaste, Colgate, because Colgate locks calcium in.
And the Nigerian Dental Association, they recommend Colgate.
This is what you hear on Sunday.
You were beautiful.
This is what happens before Sunday.
Where are the teams? One more slip up and you are out. Do you understand? It's rehearsal time, everybody.
Where's my dress, so?
Watch Countdown to Showtime, an exclusive behind-the-scenes look at the intense rehearsals, painful setbacks, and all the drama as the contestants battle for the ultimate prize on Nigerian Idol. Countdown to Showtime, only on Showmax.com.
Egbògi kan ti délẹ̀ yìí, egbògi àtẹ̀jẹ̀ ṣe ni, ó dára fẹ̀jẹ̀ gidi gan. Veneto cleanser ló ń jẹ́ o. Veneto cleanser ló ń jẹ́ o.
Ojú rẹ̀ ṣàǹjọ̀lọ̀ lójoojúmọ́ kí làṣírí ẹ wà rí.
Veneton cleanser ni.
Já mi sí ọ̀rẹ́.
Veneton cleanser. Egbògi àtẹ̀jẹ̀ṣe tí bádọ̀tí ara wọ̀ yá ìjà rẹ̀ wọ́n mọ́lẹ̀ ṣe wọ́n yẹbẹyẹbẹ. Inú tó ń kú tó ń dàrú gbòdògbòdò. Kò bára rẹ̀ èrí inú ẹ̀jẹ̀. Amọ̀nà ti dé o. Veneton cleanser. Egbògi àtẹ̀jẹ̀ṣe tí a fi ewé àti egbò ṣe ní ọ̀nà tìgbàlódé. NAFDAC Fòǹtẹ̀lù MA1 Nigeria Limited ni wọ́n gbé Veneton cleanser jáde. A wà ní nọ́mbà 17 Ọba Akínyẹlé off Adeogun Street, Aláàfin Avenue, Olúyọ̀lé Estate, Ring Road, Ìbàdàn. Telephone 08034051533. Fún títà àti rírà, ìwọ náà darapọ̀ mọ́ wa. Veneton cleanser. Àmọ̀tẹ́kùn egbòogi tí ń ya gbogbo kòkòrò inú ẹ̀jẹ̀ wẹ́lẹ́wẹ́lẹ́.
8 times 500 naira, 4,000 naira. 8 times 5,000. Hi!
Abeg, where una dey see this money?
Money care. Na the ogbonge bonus wey dey sama me as I buy new SIM card o. See dem dey give me double data subscription plus 8 times a woof anytime I recharge.
Oh boy, what's up for me now?
You know say you fit buy SIM card now for any accredited Airtel shop, ba? Just go there with your NIN, just like that.
Sure guy.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
32 FM
94.9.
FM 94.9 Breakdown newspaper review. Tougher days ahead as governors pull subsidy plug. Poverty inflation to worsen in coming months. Tougher times are here, and another pretension to the contrary has been ripped to shreds with Wednesday's resolution of the governors giving full backing to complete deregulation of the downstream sector of the petroleum industry, which in effect may jerk the pump price of petrol to 385 naira per litre.
Yes, I think if you look at it, governors are majorly the enemies of the people in this contest. Most of the time, we cast aspersion on the federal government when it comes to the issue of this petroleum. In 2012, too, that was what governors did to Jonathan. They stampeded him into believing that increments in the pump price was the way to go at that time. And immediately the announcement was made, they had to withdraw their support from him, and you knew what happened that time during the subsidy crisis. This is not sustainable. Nigerians cannot bear this. Between 380 and 408 naira per litre. Come to think of it too, it is Malam Nasir Rufai that headed this committee. They know the person that can do this job. You know, when you have a dirty job to do, you know the type of person that you want to do it. If you want to be wicked, there are some people that have some wicked tendencies that you commit the job into their hand. Of course, if you talk about subsidy, it's a whole lot of conversation. Subsidy is no longer sustainable for the country because most of the resources from the petroleum sector is going now to subsidy financing. What do we do? Why must people continue to pay for the incapacitation of the government? Because of failure on the part of government, successive administration for that matter, we have not been able to refine locally, and we are having all of this. Because the truth of the matter is that if we have local capacity to refine, the price of crude in the global market will not directly affect the pump price of petroleum in our country. So the government must think for a way out, not to overburden or further impoverish the people.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah. My name is Adeshi Yomola from UI. Let me start from where Augustine just ended his analysis. Do you know that fuel can be sold for 70 naira in this country? Late Umar Yar'Adua made us to understand. If not for that man, may his soul continue to rest in peace. We'll have been taking all this in their thing. It's not possible. And I think they have ambushed, this leader, they have ambushed Nigeria now. See what happened yesterday? The governor left a particular party for another one. Somebody is preparing in Zamfara State. Where are we going to? I'm telling you, if we want to continue all this, what's difficult in it? We want to continue to enjoy, to use what you enjoy when the oil was fine, and now that oil is not fine. You have leaders and they know what they are doing in this country. I'm telling you, want to stop all this, all these things, all these excesses. I'm telling you, you can sell fuel for 70 naira in this country. These are the best of today. It's just that they don't know what they are doing.
All right, sir. Thank you very much, Adeshi Omolola. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
John is my name. Thank you there. And I want to thank Austin too. You see, I want to react to open grazing spare part trading by the AGS, Malami. I've said it several times. Malami always seeks to turn the law on its head at every turn to the discomfort of reasonable people. The chief officer of the Federation appears to be an anti-federalist. He seems to have some centrally bone in him that need to be cured. Indeed, it seems to be because of the things that are not federalist in this administration. And I've said it that regional consideration to perceive the national interest. There's no doubt Nigeria is a mere geographical expression. This view was subsequently echoed in the late 40s by both Chief Obasanjo Awolowo and Samadu Bello, that they both regard.
Hello.
John Njoku is my name.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. John Njoku, for your contribution. Hello.
Good morning, Billy.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
I want to totally disagree with you. Nigeria is not a failed state now. That is just what we have. And we can see the kind of people that are.
All right. Okay. We still would have to come back home to your state today. All right. But let's see who's on the line. Hello. Good morning.
Hello, Bemi. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Austin, good morning. Tayo, good morning. John, calling from here. Yeah.
All right.
Now, with the word of Malami, it is crystal clear that we are not meant to be. We cannot stop. We should not be, blaming, demanding that. We shouldn't doubt it. We are not men at all. How can you compare spare parts with cattle? Is there any sense there? There is no sense there.
All right. Of course, as I said earlier, we'll have to come back to Oyo State and the election that is holding tomorrow. But then before we get to that and before we take more calls, let's quickly go on a break. We'll be back.
mo ṣe àwárí oògùn adènà ìlóyún fún abẹ́rẹ́ àdálò nígbà tí mò ń wá onírúurú ọ̀nà ìdènà lóyún lórí ẹ̀rọ ayélujára. Kò sí pé à ń tò nílé ìwòsàn àbí pé àwọn àǹtí wa ń nù wá níwọ̀ sí ọ̀rọ̀. Mo pinnu láti gbìyànjú ẹ̀ wò pẹ̀lú ìlò ẹ̀kan. Ó lè dènà oyún níní fún odidi oṣù 3. Bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ẹ̀wẹ̀, ẹnikẹ́ni ló lè ṣe níbikíbi tí wọ́n lérò pé ó fi wọ́n lọ́kàn balẹ̀ lẹ́yìn tí wọ́n bá ti gba ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ láti ọ̀dọ̀ àwọn akọ́ṣẹ́mọṣẹ́ elétò ìlera. Ṣẹlẹ̀ ò kọ́kọ́ ń bà mí fún nígbà àkọ́kọ́ tí mo dára mi gún lábẹ́rẹ́ torí ohun tí mo mọ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ ni pé gbígba abẹ́rẹ́ máa
máa ń mú kára ni mí ṣùgbọ́n èyí rọrùn kò sì tilẹ̀ dùn mí. Oògùn adènà ìlóyún gígùn ẹni lábẹ́rẹ́ tí ró mi lágbára wàyí o mo ti túbọ̀ ní ìkápá lórí ara mi mo sì ti ní ààyè fún àkókò àti ọjọ́ iwájú mi.
Ǹjẹ́ òun fẹ́ láti ṣàmúlò onírúurú ọ̀nà tí o lè gbà fi dènà ìlóyún kí o sì túbọ̀ ṣe ìwádìí sí i lórí bí a ṣe lè dá ara ẹni fún ní abẹ́rẹ́? Kàn sí discoveryourpower.org lónìí tàbí kí o wá #discoveryourpower. Ìkéde yìí ń wá pẹ̀lú àtìlẹ́yìn ẹ̀ka tó ń mójútó ìdàgbàsókè ètò ìlera lábẹ́ àjọ elétò ìlera ìjọba àpapọ̀.
When you come into the Glow Cafe, you're in for a world of treats. Not only can you monitor all your voice and data usage with ease, buy, share, borrow, and gift data and airtime in the smoothest ways, pay for any services of your choice using your airtime or your bank card, and manage or change your tariff plan to any plan you prefer seamlessly. You can also add friends, get sweet rewards, and so much more. Oh, and don't forget, if you ever need to recharge outside the Glow Cafe app, just dial *805# to purchase airtime or data through your bank. So, step into your Glow Cafe today.
Or download the Glow Cafe app today. Glow Cafe, where it all goes down.
ṣòfẹ́ mọ̀dí rẹ̀ bí mo ṣe ń dábìí ẹ̀dùn òbí òwe health concern global consult and multilevel marketing cooperative investment credit society limited tó jalagbàtà fún gbogbo àwọn iléeṣẹ́ tó ń ṣe herbal food supplement nílẹ̀ òkèèrè làṣírí ibẹ̀ bí wọn náà bá fẹ́ lè ra tó péye tó wọ́n sì tún máa rogún sápò rẹ̀ lọ́nà tó lẹ̀ jí tì tó sì máa gbàdá mẹ́wàá sí ìdá mẹ́ẹ̀ẹ́dógún lórí owó tó fi dókòwò lóṣooṣù láì kiri ọjà tàbí múrì fara wa ẹ̀yin tẹ́ fẹ́ dókòwò papọ̀ pẹ̀lú wa àtẹ̀yin tẹ́ ti bá a dókòwò papọ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ ẹ máa gba tíkẹ́ẹ̀tì tẹ́ fi kópa nínú ìdíje yìí kó toríire tí ó wáyé lọ́jọ́ kejì oṣù kẹwàá ọdún tá a wà yìí níbi tẹ́ẹ̀dì fọkọ̀ ayọ́kẹ́lẹ́ ìrìnàjò sí Dubai lọ́ọ̀tìlẹ̀ kan níbi sẹ́mẹ́ntì gbẹdọ̀lẹ̀ ọ̀kadà jẹnẹrétọ̀ fìríjì àtètò ẹ̀kọ́ ọ̀fẹ́ ọlọ́dún kan fáwọn ọmọ wa ṣe fàjẹ́ àjọ tó ń rí sí ìyíkoto ìdíje oríire buwọ́lu ètò yìí kàsílẹ̀ iṣẹ́ health concern lẹ́gbẹ̀lẹ́ epo MRS ní kọjá Bishop Phillips Academy Ìwó Road Ìbàdàn àti ní Stanbic Bank Building Niger West Area Challenge Ìbàdàn pé 090-5000-4816 090-5000-4816 health concern sọ ìlera dọ̀rọ̀.
Hey, why did you put it in the pot like that? You're supposed to break it first.
Says who? This is how I cook my pasta. Besides, it's golden penny pasta. It's non-sticky, so it doesn't matter.
But I want to cook it with meatballs mixed with pepper sauce and cheese.
Go ahead and enjoy your golden penny pasta just the way you want it. Golden penny pasta is made with durum wheat, which contains protein, and it's non-sticky, so you can cook, serve, and eat just the way you want it. With golden penny pasta, your way is best.
Uncle Dentist, what be cavities and how Colgate take they protect my teeth from cavities? Shey they use Kung Fu?
No dear, na hole for teeth they cause most tooth pain will be cavity. But if you use Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection, take brush every day. The confirmed formula could help keep natural calcium inside our teeth. We could protect them from tooth decay.
Time don't reach to upgrade to the world's most chosen toothpaste, Colgate. Because Colgate locks calcium in.
Now, the Nigerian Dental Association, they recommend Colgate.
This is what you hear on Sunday.
You were beautiful.
This is what happens before Sunday.
Where are the teams? One more slip up and you are out. Do you understand? It's rehearsal time, everybody.
Where's my dress, so?
Watch Countdown to Showtime, an exclusive behind-the-scenes look at the intense rehearsals, painful setbacks, and all the drama as the contestants battle for the ultimate prize on Nigerian Idol. Countdown to Showtime, only on Showmax.com.
Oh. Guy, what's in the make you scatter house like this, eh?
I beg, you help me see my Airtel SIM.
I carry and give Sade yesterday, but you know they use him again now.
Yay! You don't carry my bonus gift landlord picking. Now today you go pack out.
On top Airtel SIM?
Yes, so if you don't reach 15 days where you never use your Airtel SIM, go find them now. Because why? Ogbonge will full on top of. Hey, get 2,000 naira airtime plus extra 200 MB for just 200 naira. The more you recharge, the more you are woofo. To begin enjoy this awoof, just dial *241*7#. Terms and conditions, Joe.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
Please, sir, how do I get to Retire Well Crescent?
It's easy. Just go straight on longitude 155. Take a 360-degree turn, then traverse on the trajectory. And bam, you enter the streets. You can't miss it.
At Stambic IBTC Pension Managers, we believe that preparing for the future should be easy. Email switch to pensionsolution@stambicibtc.com and let our experienced managers help you get started. Stambic IBTC Pension Managers, a member of Standard Bank Group.
Do you know you can bake a cake for as little as 1,000 naira? You don't believe? With new Devon King's margarine. Enjoy yummy, buttery taste and softer, fluffier texture on all your cakes and pastries with new Devon King's margarine.
Devon King's margarine.
32 FM
94.9.
Welcome back, and thank you very much for staying on the other side. The numbers to call are 0705 5949 or 0809 7949. Quickly, Austin, let's talk about the elections that will hold in Oyo State tomorrow, the local government polls,
yes.
And of course, how just yesterday, the state government declared today a public holiday to prepare as quote and unquote, to prepare for the elections that will hold tomorrow.
Politics, you need to know
yes,
politics.
Apart from the issue of preparation, I think it's more of politics because it's very, very unusual. It's more of policies in the sense that pressure have been mounted by the APC on the judiciary to allow for a court sitting so as to grant an injunction against the election. Of course, as a smart ruling party, they have to quickly declare a public holiday.
Smart.
Of course, yes. Of course, it is when there is work and court is allowed to sit that there could be injunction against the election at the dying minute. So it was a smart move by the
below the belt kind of move.
Yes, it was a smart move by the state government.
Hello.
And that is politics for you.
Good morning.
Good morning, Tayo and Mr. Austin.
Good morning to you.
Mr. Tayo, good morning. This is Lawyer Tayo.
Good morning. Go on.
Thank you. Quick one. I disagree. That politics or no politics. Some states used to do it. They would declare Friday so that people will travel down to the area to vote. I cannot believe in saying now, I travel tomorrow. It's not possible. That's my own personal, about the issue of fuel. I said it last time. The fuel will be increased to any amount they like. What's the reason? Simple reason. The last time they increased to do something, they didn't talk. From 80 to 1 something, they didn't talk. That's General era. They increased the fuel to 100 naira. Look at the protest, even from the Jagaban and all of them. But now, they increased to 2 times now, we didn't talk. That's why they're afraid to be increasing it. We are still going to 500. Thank you.
All right, let's take some messages here. Malami must be demoted from AGF to a local customary court, George, comparing spare parts with cow. This is from Mohammed. We got your message. Malami is talking raw and too loosely nosed to national critical issues. With this, the man lacks local intelligence. Malami should go and read translation of Holy Quran chapter 33 verse 70. Maybe Malami, will think twice before making any statements again. Balogun from Ologun. I wonder, let me say this one here. I wonder what the S stand for in Malami essay entitled Yomi Owosheni from Ibadan. We go there to Mrs. Let's take this one. Malami's comment is not a surprise. The president, the AGF, Malami, CJN, El Rufai, Lai Mohammed, and many others in this present government should check their profile. Right, sir, let's take this call here. Hello, good morning.
Hello. All right, hello, good morning.
Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Mr. Austin. I'm from the
All right.
I want Nigerians, especially Southerners, to realize that most of these cattle, these people are going about it. It's not to the Southerners. They are just trying to stay back and use reality Allah That's just the truth. People like you, journalists can investigate it. So why don't you sit down on that table and...
Hello? All right.
Let's just go to that table and sit on this speaker so that we can resolve this issue. People are playing politics with it so that they can export it for their political reason. Thank you. Good morning.
Thank you. Good morning. Austin, do we see the APC contesting the results of this local government election? We'll take the response to that after. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. This is from here.
All right.
When former President Jonathan said we have only one presidency, that the state governors are the one ruling Nigeria, all of us condemn him. Now see what the governors are doing about increasing oil, petroleum prices. Now, if these governors have embraced what you call ranches initially, we will not find ourselves in this situation.
Hello, good morning.
This is OLUTAYO from Ibadan.
All right, quickly, sir.
I want to start from the governors, then we go back to the senators, then the ministers we have. My conclusion concerning this is that when you see the setup, it shows why we are today. Because if somebody is used as a custodian of the law, is there more than the law, then we have to do it.
Okay, seems the reception is not very friendly.
We can take more calls. You asked the question?
Yes. About the election that will hold tomorrow. Even if by the time the election is over, is it even still possible for APC to contest the result?
They can't contest the outcome of the result because they technically shut themselves out. What they can contest is the legality of the election itself, because the case of the front local government chairman was already at the Supreme Court when OSEC decided to organize this election. There is a maxim that when there is a case in court, status quo should be maintained. You understand? So on that premise, they could actually approach a court of competent jurisdiction.
And people should also know that it's not just about the PDP and the APC. There are other parties.
Yes, the other party. Why people are talking about PDP and APC is that any ruling party within the state clears or sweep the local government election. So I don't know why APC is particularly interested.
And your charge to our people?
Of course, let them troop out to participate. Some people don't even know whom they are voting for. That is another challenge. However, let them
know when they get there.
Yes, we must deepen democracy at the grassroots. My own submission is that let State Independent Electoral Commission be dissolved.